Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh. Welcome everyone to my class in Tableau. And this class we discuss certain technical parts. So you know, right? Probably you have done so much analysis and calculation in Excel. So the similar kind of calculation even you can do in Tableau also. So there are approximately 180 functions are there in Tableau, out of which 120 functions are very similar to what we do in MS Excel. Okay, so let's try to discuss one few examples. Okay, so here what I will do to discuss about the technical part of calculations in Tableau. Okay, I'll discuss one text function. Okay, I'll discuss one text function. Okay, I'll discuss one numerical function. Okay, I'll discuss one text function. I'll discuss one numerical function. One numerical function. So okay, and I'll discuss one date function with all of you. So probably you can discuss more of these functions, whatever I'm talking about. You can easily discuss if you just need to go to Google, and under Google, if you just type functions in Tableau, functions of Tableau, if you simply type this functions of Tableau, you'll get a lot of links. You just need to click on them and you will get to know a lot of functions of Tableau which you can practice with the period of time. So to work on the text function in Tableau, let me just go through Tableau. Probably I can just open some sheet. Okay, I can change the name of the sheet. You know how to change the name of the sheet. Okay, I just put this calculated field. The name of the sheet I just put calculated field. Okay, so if you want, you can put worksheet caption below this calculated field. I'm working on sample superstore, so no need to discuss the same file again. Uh, and here, whenever you discuss about any kind of trainings or understanding based on Tableau, you will more often use sample superstore Excel workbook only. So here, what I will do to work on this scenario. Okay, so let me let me discuss subcategory. Let me discuss subcategory. Let me just drag into row. So if I drag subcategory under row, you can see different subcategories are there. You can press Control right arrow. Okay, so just to make increasing the size of the columns. So you can see this if I just put subcategory under row, we have around 17 subcategories. I think by this time you must have by hearted the name of these subcategories. You can observe that next to these subcategories, ABC is written because ABC it represent because they represent string. Okay, subcategory you can understand it is a discrete distribution pattern. Okay, now if I put sum or profit or something, then they would come in green color because they represent continuous distribution pattern. So we have different types of data types. Already we have spoken about these data types. So here the objective of this class is to discuss certain technical functions which we can use in Tableau. Although there are more than 180 functions are there, so I'm not gonna use or not neither I'm gonna show you those 180 functions and all. I just want to show you few functions. If you are good with understanding these functions, you can easily do conditional formatting and some advanced logical looping based on this scenario. So like to work on mathematical calculation, go to analysis. Under analysis, create calculated field. Okay, and here you can give a name for this. Okay, so what name can I do? Like, what should I do? So, you can go this to do technical or mathematical function? Go to analysis. Under analysis, you can find create calculated field, or you can just click drop down arrow from here. Okay, or you want to segregate or you want to work on subcategory. So, go to subcategory, click there. Okay, go to create. Under create calculated field. So these are the many ways are there through which you can open the mathematical or analytical window where you perform some analytical function. Okay, so here you can give the name. You're gonna create a dimension here. So you can give a name to the dimension of field or measure you are trying to create. So suppose if I give a name, any name I can give like uppercase. Okay, you can give any name uppercase for the subcategory. So there's a column called subcategory. So what I'm going to do, I just want to make all the letters which is there inside the text function, all the letters which are there. I want to put them in capital letters. That is what I'm going to do. For that, I'm going to use upper function. If you want to put them in proper grammatical function, which they are right now, then we use a proper function. Okay, while we when we are expecting the letters being written in small letter, you can use lowercase. So there are many text functions are there, guys. You just need to click here. You can see lot of text functions are there. You just need to select what kind of function. So what kind of function if I search, there are so many functions are there. Like if these are the different string functions, so you can easily make an interpretation of them like this way. So here what I wanted uppercase, right? I wanted uppercase for the element inside the subcategory. Okay, then apply, then okay. Now you can see a tab being created on the left hand side for uppercase subcategory. Now drag this into this. Now you can see this. All the subcategories came in capital letters. Clear everyone? Like the way I have done uppercase, like the same way you can talk about proper case, uh, you can talk about any other text function which might be relevant to this scenario. Now what I can do, now if I remove this uppercase subcategory, now if I take sales, so here you can see subcategory. Okay, then what I can do, if I can put sum in the text function, so you can see subcategories, and for each subcategory you can see the sum. Okay, if you want you can put this as the average or something. Go to measure sum. Okay, and you can talk about which measure names are you looking for. You can choose them. Gradually the excel will give you, not excel, the tableau will give you value based upon that part. So if I choose here average on sales I got, so these are the subcategories and these are the average of sales what I got. Fine, any doubt anyone? So you can see different subcategories. You can see their advance, sorry, you can see the average sale next to that. Okay, then what we can do, you can understand there might be a scope of more involvement here in the data. So you can see in the calculated field, you have these subcategories and then you have these values. Okay, you have these values. This value represent the average on sales. Okay, maybe suppose if I want average on, maybe I want suppose some on profit. Okay, suppose I want some on profit. So what I can do, if I want some on profit, I can put profit here and I can just simply select from there, and I just need to drag it here. Like you see, show me, done. So here in the calculated field, we saw the 17 outcomes. Okay, this okay. So now we compare that. with the scenario here, you can see two scenarios. One scenario is average sales, while the another scenario is profit. Okay, so these are different kinds of different incoming uh, parameter here. You can see under calculated field, uh, I have average on sale. Okay, and I have sum of profit. Okay, so now the sum of profit you get very easily, right? Suppose if I want average on profit, I can go to measure in typing, and here if I click on average, so now probably you can say that for the 17 columns, these are the average, and this are probably one of the expected scenario. What you can see here, you can see the calculated field here. Okay, the different values are given for this. Then you have average sales. Okay, and then you have average profit. Clear, everyone? Now suppose I got average sales, I got average profit. Fine. Suppose if I want sum of profit, okay. Suppose if I want sum on profit, what I can do? If I want sum on profit, so I can drag profit there. I'll get the sum of profit. Or I say no, no. I want to see your mathematical calculation. So go here, create, click on calculated field. So I can write here sum on profit. Now come here. So just need to select and your work is done. Clear, everyone? So you got very easily the average sales, you got average profit, you got sum of the profit. Anyone, any doubt? Now we have discussed an example of doing technical analysis on text function. Okay, I have done now the example where I have shown you how you can work on mathematical function. Okay, so like whenever you are working here, like if you are going analysis and going create calculated field, you're most welcome to access this. Okay, so you that will give you an idea about how we are working on this. So now we have discussed about numerical example, we have discussed about text example. Okay, now let's take a date example. Suppose if I take order date under row, so based on different years. 1 minute, let me just remove them. Yeah. So you can see different year, 4 years are there. So 4 years are there, and you can see these are mainly it's representing ABC value because they are mainly a dimension. So if you want numerical value, let me just put sales under text. So it will give the numerical value which talks about the sales for these years. Okay, now I got the sales. I got the sales for these 4 years. If I want average for these years, so what I can do, if I wanted average for these years, so okay, so if I want average for these years instead of sales, I just need to go and click on measure. and then I can click on average. So now it gave the average value. So and earlier it was giving you the sum value. Measure sum. It was giving you the sum value. The same way how we did the average, you can do the same way average by applying the sum, like calculated field. You can do that. So you can go to create calculated field. Here I can say uh, average on profit. I'm just showing you average on the profit. So AVG for average, bracket open, contain error showing is telling that it's contain an error. AVG, average, AVE, no, average. Same thing, average on profit, AVG, bracket open. So now I got average on profit. Just go here and just select here. So you can see this average on profit, and this might be the average on sale. This is the sum of sales. So that also I can do like this way, or I can go to measure. So now I have for these years, I have the average of the profit, I have the average of the sale. Okay, now you can see this data is of year. If you just simply click here, so you can see for each year you have 4 quarters. So you can see the performance for each year quarters here. Again, if you click here, you get now when I talk about months, the same thing I can do, and then I can do the same thing as day wise. So these are the things are there. So this will help us whenever we do calculation. It will help us in understanding how we can do this calculation given the time frame here. So you have seen the case where probably we have this calculated field. These calculated field are discussed in okay, these discussed in different years. Okay, so if you just simply click here, you get the quarter value and all. Then you again, if you click there, you get a month value. Then you get day value. Clear, everyone? Anyone, any doubt? So once you have understood this, so what I can do, you can further, like year, you can do further breakup of the data of year in different quarter wise, and for different data of quarter, you can further break that in month wise. The data of month you can further break in day wise. So this will help in the calculation only. So I have the data of these years. Okay, then what I can do, if I just put this year in column, okay, if I put this year in column, and here if I take some on sales, mm, and here So you know the relationship between the order date and sum. Then we have already discussed this. Okay, and in with respect to different quarters and all your relationship, right? Then you can do month day wise the relationship. Clear everyone? Anyone any doubt? Now what I can do, I can go inside and I can see here months. So if I click on month, I'll get the data month wise like this. If I further click on months, so I can see the date and here I can see the year and month like this way. Too much data will accumulate. I now suppose if I want to see this values, this dates, maybe if I go to more and then if I go to custom, under custom, we can, if I choose month, date and year, press OK. So you can see the same thing being reflected in this form, month, date and year. For from the year 2016 to the year 2019, you can see from which year to which year is the data. Once you get this data, now if I want to show if I want to see the month, the first day of the month, or if I want to see the first day of the quarter, something like this I want to see in Tableau. The same thing you can do in MS Excel, but altogether in MS Excel, the time will consumption will be very much. So here, suppose these are the dates. You can see these dates. I just wanted to know that what is their quarter date. Okay. So like you know that right, one quarter runs for 3 months. Okay, so when we see these quarters at the beginning of the quarter, I want to see that for any particular date, what is the day when the quarter started. Okay, in place of that, you can put month also, or you can put any other mathematical parameter also, in case if that is required. Okay, so what we can do, we can go to analysis, then we can go to calculate, create calculated field, or you can click on the dimension. Here you can go and see this create calculated path field. Okay, or what else you can do. Okay, these are the two ways we can open them. Okay, what we are trying to open here is probably the chart which talks about uh, the chart which talks about the movement of these days with respect to the sales they have achieved. So here I want to see what is the first day, or I want to see the beginning date of the month, or I want to see the beginning of the day of the quarter. So anything you can use here. So suppose you go to analysis and then here I can see the what you say which day. Probably you can say quarterly, quarterly exaggeration day, or quarterly performance day, quarterly. So for that, uh, if we talk about quality performance and all, for that probably there are a lot of sectors which need to be engaged here. So here, what the function I'll use here is date trunk. Okay, date trunk. So you can use this function date trunk. Why I'm using this function date trunk? Because this string date trunk, then you can put string in here. You can put the column, right? Which column you want to apply this date trunk to applied. You can give the column name or the order ID or whichever date trunk. So here, not string, here you write quarter. And here I can write order date. Now you can see this quarterly performance if I put it here. So you can see the value here, only years are coming. What I wanted, like whatever the date is given here. Okay, so some dates would be given. Okay, so next to that date, I wanted to know what was the day, what was the first day of the quarter. That was my objective. I wanted to see what was the first day of my quarter. So, but here the only the years are coming. So you don't have to worry about that part. Okay, you just click on this downward arrow. You just click on this downward arrow. Okay, and then you go to more. Under more, go to custom. Under that, this downward arrow, and you can choose probably month, date, and year. Press OK. So this will give you when the quarter is starting, the first day of the quarter. Doesn't matter, like right? January, February, March, one quarter runs. April, May, June, another quarter. So maybe some date in May or January that will come under the first quarter. So like the same way, the trajectory will work here. So you can see the different dates what is given to us. What was the day? What you say? Probably the day when we are expecting that day is the first day. Uh, we need to make sure that we get the required data whenever we work in this kind of situation. So this function, the date trunk function, what we have used, that is quite helpful function. You can easily understand. If you go to analysis, under that, if you go to create this path, and here in calculation, suppose suppose here in calculation, if I write date trunk, so so I get what I'm looking for here. From here, you can see date trunk. Then bracket open, you can write here month. So date trunk, if we use this function here, if we write month, and here I write order date. So what it will do, it will give you the first month of the given sequence. Maybe the work is not month wise, maybe it somewhat varies. So you can probably use this function. It will give you the first day of the month. Like when you clicked on quarter, here date trunk. When you clicked on quarter, it gave you the first day of each quarter. Like the same way you can do that. It's very easy. Okay, now whatever functions we are discussing, you can discuss the same thing in which is given in MS, probably MS Excel, or it can be given in the form of Word, or it is given in the Google. So everything is given in the form of Google. We just need to figure out. Okay, like probably if you can see here, uh, if I typed here function in Tableau, so you can spend more time here. Go to Google, click on functions in Tableau. So you'll find lot of articles written. You just need to go through them to have more understanding about the kind of functions we are working whenever we are working on Tableau. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt? So here in this session, we have discussed a few calculated fields. Like for the text function, I used upper function. I used upper function for the text function. While for numerical function, we use some average. Okay, and for date function, we use date trunc. So I hope guys you have understood what all we have done in this class. So keeping that faith in my mind, it's time to say goodbye to all of you. Take care. Bye everyone.